So right now, it's a pretty good time to be a gamer, right friends? I mean, we have some really cool games coming out. We have a new console coming out. Some like old franchises have recently released new games that we never thought were gonna come out. I'm looking at you, Final Fantasy 15. Like I'm literally looking at it right now. It's across the room, but you can't see it. Okay. So I thought it would just be a fun idea to make a short-ish video just kind of celebrating the fact that so many of our favorite games are coming out or have already come out within like a short period of one another. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. And I also just realized that most of these games are actually represented behind me, so that is kind of a cool coincidence. Yeah, I actually wasn't gonna talk about this one, but I think we can. So Pokemon just had a new game come out not that long ago, which actually isn't a rare occurrence. They usually come out, what, like every few years or something? But still, it is always fun to pick up a new Pokemon game and play it. I usually last about 15 to 20 hours, and then I sadly fizzle out. But for those hours that I play, it reminds me of my big fat original Game Boy and Pokemon Blue, which we all know is the best Pokemon game ever. Fight me on that one. Now for me, this is a big one, but we are also getting a new Harvest Moon game in just a few weeks. Technically, it is titled Story of Seasons, but it is Harvest Moon. It's complicated, but just know it is actually Harvest Moon. And there's my Harvest Moon shrine right there. I've been playing that game since I was 8 years old, so for 20 years now. Oh. And I just get addicted to these games like none other. No other video game hooks me like Harvest Moon games do. So playing those definitely also takes me back like playing Pokemon, except for I put hundreds of hours into Harvest Moon games. New Zelda game. We're getting a new Zelda game in a week. A week from this recording, we are getting a fucking new Zelda game. I'm like starting to cry just even thinking about it. Can you believe that we're getting a new Zelda? Oh, there have been a lot of previews that have been coming out, and I've been trying to avoid them like the plague because I want to know nothing going in. So if you are the same way, I won't repeat any of the things I've learned. I'm just so excited for this. I haven't been this excited for a Zelda game since probably Ocarina of Time. I mean, Twilight Princess, I was really excited for that too, but I like where this is going. It sounds, from what I've seen and from what I've heard, it sounds like it's taking it back in a sense, and this is also, I don't know if you care, but we're getting a new Nintendo console in a week also. New Nintendo console. This is such a cool time. Oh my god. I mean, to be 100% honest, okay, of course I'm gonna be honest. I hate it when people say it. I hate it when I say that. It's like, no, I'm gonna be dishonest with you. But I am very much looking forward to the Nintendo Switch, but mostly I am just really excited for the software because, I mean, the consoles themselves are cool, but, you know, it's Zelda. Come on, you can't. Zelda. Oh, that felt good to talk about. Also, we just got Resident Evil 7 not that long ago, which was a really, really good, I almost said good and phenomenal at the same time, and I think it was going to come out like goofominal. But Resident Evil 7 was a fantastic game, and it really brought it back to its roots, and I am just really excited with this new direction Capcom is going with the franchise, and I just really hope they stick with it, and yeah, God, I'm just so excited about all these games. This is Final Fantasy 9, but there was Final Fantasy 15 that came out not that long ago, which, in my opinion, kind of like Resident Evil 7, which was a really, really good, I can't even talk. It was a really good direction for the Final Fantasy series, and it retained the charm of Final Fantasy, yet it definitely felt modern and up to date and just with it. I mean, there were a few things about it that were a little irritating, like some story elements I felt like were missing, but it definitely felt like a Final Fantasy game, and I'm really excited for the DLC. Ah. Now this is Dragon Age, but there is a new Mass Effect game coming out in just a month or so. How are we supposed to handle all of this, friends? God, I'm just so excited. Like Zelda, I've been trying to stay far, far away from Mass Effect Andromeda news. I don't want to know anything about it. I don't want to know who I can bang. I want that all to be a big fat surprise. So I know there are also other games coming out like Horizon, Zero Dawn, and the new Nier game, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's awesome, but that doesn't like fall into the category of like nostalgia inducing for me. The other two things that are just like really cool for me, which aren't video game related, so please bear with me, is that I'm going to Vegas next week to see the Backstreet Boys, like physically see them and meet them, and then I'm going to their concert. telling you, man, it's like the 90s have like infiltrated 2017. It's fucking awesome. The other thing I'm really excited about, and I don't know if you guys can really relate with this one, maybe you can, but you know the Ring horror movies. There's The Ring, and then there's The Ring 2, and then Rings just came out. And what's really cool about that is that is like my all-time favorite horror anything. I've read all the books, I've watched the movies at least 20 times, and so the fact that there's also now a new Rings movie out, it's like, reminds me of my childhood so much. I saw that movie when I was, how old? Maybe between 13 to 16. And I remember seeing it with my friend, and we walked out of the theater just absolutely terrified. And I had nightmares for weeks because of that movie. But it's cool that, yeah, it's just cool. So to wrap everything up in a nice, neat little package with a pretty little bow on top, I just think it's so fucking awesome and so cool right now that we've got a new Resident Evil, we got a new Final Fantasy, we got a new Pokemon recently, we're getting a new Zelda game, a new Nintendo console, a new Harvest Moon, and a new Mass Effect game, all within like months of each other. Huh? This is like one of the best times ever, and I'm just so excited about it. Oh. I mean, then of course there's the Backstreet Boys and the Rings movie, but I have a feeling I'm a little more excited about those two things than you are. Well, that was kind of all I wanted to do, was just word vomit and get overly excited on camera and all that good stuff. Okay, before this gets any weirder, thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you're like feeling as excited as I am right now for all this awesomeness, because it's just awesome. Now I'm dancing. Oh God. End it.